Hi all, today we are with the next topic, variable data type. I will tell you what is actually data type. Data type means the type, it decides the type of value that a variable hold. ഓക്കെ, അതായത് ഒരു വേരിയബിളിനകത്തേക്ക് ഏത് വാല്യൂസാണ് നമ്മൾ സേവ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഡാറ്റ ടൈപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. നമ്മൾ സാധാരണ മറ്റുള്ള പ്രോഗ്രാമിംഗ് ലാംഗ്വേജസിൽ ഇഫ് യു വാണ്ട് ടു യൂസ് എ വേരിയബിൾ യു ഹാവ് ടു ഡിഫൈൻ എ particular variable. That means you should tell what type of value it should carries, like that. But here whenever you are assigning, that means in our Python program, whenever you are assigning a value, that time only the declaration is happening. അതായത് നമ്മളിവിടെ ഒരു വേരിയബിളിലേക്ക് വാല്യൂ അസൈൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് മാത്രമാണ് ആ വേരിയബിളിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേരിയബിളിൽ എന്ത് ടൈപ്പാണെന്നുള്ള കാര്യം ഡിസൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ. In other programming languages, it is not like this. Before assigning a value to a variable, you should tell what type of value it should hold, like that. But here, how it is possible? Whenever you are putting a equal to 5, the value of the variable is 5, right? So it is an integer. So the type of the variable is nothing but integer, like that. At the time of the assigning a value, that time only the type of the variable is deciding, like that. So mainly the data types can be classified into, you can see it can be classified into 5: numbers, none, sequences, set and mappings. The numbers can be integer, float and complex. Integer means that 5, 6, like that, integer values. Float means the decimal values, that means like a 3.5, 2.8, like that. Complex means, I will tell you, it is actually a combination of integer and a complementary means imaginary part will be there. I will tell you the example, okay, don't worry. And none means none that doesn't have any type, like that. And remember, it is starting with a capital N, okay. Actually it is a keyword also. Then the next one is sequences. Under the sequences you have string is there, tuple is there, list is there, and we'll be learning all these things in separate chapters. We will be learning in detail all these things, okay. And set actually we are not learning in the +1 and +2. It is there, the type is there, but it is not included in our syllabus. The next one is mappings. Under the mappings we are learning dictionary in detail in the coming chapter. So for you, the string chapter is there, tuple chapter is there, list chapter is there, dictionary chapter is there. And here in the left side you can see numbers like integer, float and complex. I will tell you the example here itself, okay. Can you see? Okay. And under the integer you can use boolean also. Boolean values are 0s and 1, or true or false, okay. This one, see, this is a small example for you. It will tell you what is the type of your variable. So before that, tell me what is the data type. Actually data type will tell you the type of your variable, right? Okay, so here you can see a equal to 5, that means a takes the value 5. And next line is print of a. So can you please tell me what will be the output you'll be getting in this line? Here it is 5, okay, correct. And in the third line, print of type of a. Type is a function that is used to get the type of the particular variable. That means here you know a equal to 5 means 5 is an integer, right? So whenever you are using type of a, the answer will be like this. You have to write like this only, okay. Angle bracket class. If it is an integer type means the answer will be int. Don't write integer, it will be like this. So here we know a is a value that is an integer type. So type of a means automatically it will print angle bracket class int. Suppose a takes the value, string value. Suppose, let me give you a small example here, wait. Here is a small example. A takes the string value, right? Print of a means what will happen? Print of a means hello will be printed. Print of type of a means it will print the type of the particular variable. That is, it is a string type, right? So it will be printing angle bracket class str. Str is the type. Suppose if it is a decimal value, I will tell you how it is. Wait. See here, a equal to 3.5. Print of a means the value is 3.5 itself, right? Print of type of a means it will tell you the type of your variable a. So what is the type of the variable a? It is a decimal value, right? So the type is nothing but float, okay, float. So I want to tell you one more thing. If I'm using actually we are learning the string list, tuple, dictionary, everything in the coming chapters. In that time also, whenever you are putting type of the particular variable, you will be getting the answer will be depends upon that. If it is a list means it will be angle bracket class list. It is a dictionary means angle bracket class dictionary, like that. Depends upon your value in the particular variable. It will be printing the type. Okay, the only thing you have to keep in mind is that type is the function that is used to tell you the type of your particular variable. Okay, and I will tell you one more thing. We can come to the previous first program. Wait, this is the first program, right? A equal to 5. A equal to 5 means in the memory location it takes the space over there, and the memory space name is actually A, and the value, whatever value you are assigning here, it will be in this area, right? Okay, so whenever you are printing the value of A, you will be getting the result as nothing but 5. Whenever you are printing the type of A, the answer is, it is an integer type, answer is nothing but angle bracket class int. Okay, now I want to introduce one more new function to you. See here, new function is id. Id is a function that is used to tell you the address location of your variable. ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ എ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ അല്ലേ, ആ ഒരു ഇവിടെ ഒരു അഡ്രസ് നെയിം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ അല്ലേ, അഡ്രസ് ലൊക്കേഷൻ. So if you want to get the address location of the particular variable, you have to use the function id of A. And actually we can predict the value, or we can predict the output of the particular line. Why? Because it may differ in different systems. So no one will ask you what is the output of this particular line. But they will be asking what is the use of the id function. What is the use of the id function? It will give you the address location of your variable, right? So remember, when you are printing A, you will be getting the value. You will be getting the value inside the particular variable. And printing type of A means it will tell you what is the type of your variable. Type means it can be integer, it can be decimal, it can be whatever it is. And the id function will tell you the address of your, or address location of your variable. Hope it is clear, right? So remember, a variable should contain identity, type and a value. ശരിയല്ലേ? വേരിയബിളിൽ വാല്യൂ മാത്രമല്ല, അതിന് ടൈപ്പ് ഉണ്ട്, അതിന് ഐഡൻറ്റിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്. So what is a value? The whatever value you are assigning the variable, that is a value itself, right? What is a type? It decides the value. That means whatever value you are putting over there, it depends upon the, it will decide the type. And identity means the address location of your variable. So a variable contains identity, type and value. This is another way of assigning a value. Actually, see here, A equal to 5 means what is that? A is a value that is stored in the variable A, right? Sorry, 5 is a variable, 5 is a value that is stored in the variable A, right? Okay. B equal to 3.8 means 3.8 is a decimal value. 5 is an integer value, 3.8 is a decimal value, and it is stored in the variable B. And what about the last one, this one? This is the complex. This is the complex type. This is not needed actually in our program. We are not learning all these things. The third one in our +1 and +2. But you should know there is a type like a complex. Complex means it contains a combination of, this is the integer part, right? This is the integer part, and this is the imaginary part. So the combination of integer and imaginary part is coming under which type? The complex type. And don't bother about this type now, because it is not learning in the +1 and in our +2 syllabus also. So only the two things you have to keep in mind, and regarding the number types, because we are having under the number, we are having integer is here, float is here, and the last one is complex is there. So only the thing you have to keep in mind is complex means it's a combination of integer and imaginary part. Okay, so tell me, what is the data type? Data type is the type of value that we are assigning to a variable, right? If we are assigning integer value to a variable, the type of A is nothing but int, class int. If we are assigning decimal value to the variable B, the type of B is nothing but angle bracket class float. And the third one, angle bracket class complex. Okay, this is enough for today's class. Thank you.